Today we are creating 5 easy looks for your YouTube studio setup using lights. We're going to start off with only 1 light and we're going to end up with 5. I've also set up this B camera so you can see exactly what I'm doing. My name is Paul and today my hair is up slightly to the right. The cool thing about lights is that you don't have to buy all the lights at the same time. You can keep on adding lights as your wallet is growing. Now, in this first look, we are using only 1 light, and that's a Godox SL60W. I'm going to put the links in the video description. And I'm also using a huge softbox, and I'm having it as close to my face as possible so that I get a nice and soft color. Now, in my point of view, this looks kind of cool by itself. But before we add the second light, why don't we add some accent lights that you might even have in your home? Bear with me. So the cool thing about this little IKEA lamp is that it's dimmable. It gives this little glow. What if we also add like some branding? I'm gonna put my H there. If you don't have something like that, you can also use like some fairy lights, which you can hang wherever you want to. That could look quite cool in the background as well. Now let me sit down. Look number 1. I'm fairly happy with that. Let's keep on adding lights. So the second light that we are gonna add is gonna be a RGB light. I don't know which camera to look into. Now we're gonna put this Waylight RB9, place it behind me so that we can light the background. If we do something like that. Nice. So just by adding 1 light, the whole mood of the scene changes. And the cool thing about the RGB lights is that you can change the colors very easily using an app so that it can match your style. So let's just change it very quickly. Green, teal, blue, purple, red. Now, I do suggest you to get a couple of light stands. I have a cheap light stand here that serves its purpose. I mean, you can always put a furniture or something like that, but I suggest you to get a couple of light stands. Let's add light number 3. So I'm going to turn on this LED panel. You could probably use a RGB light as well, but these LED lights are so cheap that I suggest you to get one of those ones instead of like an RGB light for that. So here you now have a rim light. What that does is it separates me from the background even better than just having the blue light behind me. And also they call it sometimes hair light because it kind of replicates the sun so that you're used to seeing people with some bright spots on the heads. In my case, my hair is so messy that you probably don't see it. Let's add light number 4. Now I'm going to add a second RGB light. And what we're going to do with that, we are going to put it more or less in the height of where I'm sitting. So adding the 4th light is going to give you an even more professional look in your YouTube studio setup. Now we're starting to look cinematic. With these 4 lights, I would be satisfied with the setup, but let's see what happens if we add a 5th light. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually remove this RGB background light and I'm going to place it in a way that it hopefully hits my face a little bit and the back wall. I'm going to also move this one so it hits again my face a little bit, but I also want it to hit the wall over there. And of course you can choose whatever colors you want. Okay, I'm fairly happy with how it looks now in the background. Now I'm going to add the 5th light. Well, it's another RGB light, and this is an Aperture MC. Link in description. Now, the cool thing about this one is that it's magnetic, and I'm going to place it here because by chance this ornament thing is magnetic. Now, why do I put it up there? Because I'm having a nice yellow light above me. So this is the 5 light setup. Okay, let's sum up what we did. The first thing we did, we added the fill light with a huge softbox on it, as close to the face as possible. Then the second light we added was the RGB lights, where we had it behind me to fill up the wall with the color of your choice. Third light was the rim light to give me a nice separation from the background. Then the fourth light we added was this red pinkish RGB light that lit up my face on the bright side. And for the fifth setup, we actually moved the RGB light from the background to the left side, and we placed this RGB light up here to achieve this final look. If you found this video helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Until next time, peace.